Today, we're rating LOGIA bloxfruits from worst to best. And to do that, the rules are simple. Whatever this spinner lands on, I will have to purchase if I don't have already, and attempt to max that fruit out, or get it to level 100, whichever happens first. Starting off with the sand fruit. And now to do that, of course, I've kept things simple by literally becoming Sir Crocodile himself, aka the sand fruit user, and the owner of the Suna no Mi, the man who has consumed the sand devil fruit. Now, we shall do the same. Let's open the shop and purchase sand. Here it is. Oh, this is actually a pretty cheap fruit. Grants control over sand with abilities to trap and attack. Unlockable awakening. Immune to weak attacks. Okay, this fruit's gonna be great to grind with. I'm already rating this fruit kinda high. Plus, you know, as an Egyptian myself, I'm going to automatically rank this fruit a little bit higher than I would rank the rest. Our lightning fruit is gone, and now we have resorted to the sand. Whoa, that's sick! I didn't know it gives you a whole sword. Let's go start off by fighting some dudes out here. This way. We'll begin by fighting regular prisoners. I want to confirm that this fruit has the power that it should. Desert sword! Okay, it does 378 damage. Yep, I take no damage with the sand fruit as well. I think most of LOGIA fruits you'll take no damage with. The only problem is at close range, it's not accurate whatsoever. I don't hit anything close. So I also don't have any M1 attack, which I will say makes this fruit lose a couple of points. See, I missed this whole group in front of me while aiming for that dude. The desert sword also has a really long cooldown, which is a little annoying. There shouldn't be this long of a cooldown on this fruit, but let's get this thing leveled up and see if my mind changes. Okay, we now have the second ability. As you can see, we just plowed through levels, and it's called Sand Flight. Let's give that a test. Is this just a flying ability? What? This is for travel. Okay, I mean, this is cool. This is definitely cool. Traveling is easier for grinding, obviously. Well, you know, we should test and go see if this works over the ocean, though, as well. Let me slay these last two dudes, and then we're going to take a flight across the high seas. Oh, we've also got Desert Funeral. Let's test that out. All right, low-key, that was awesome. That was absolutely awesome. That was so sick. Okay, let's go test sand flight over the ocean and see if I can really fly above the landscape. No way, you just straight up don't need a boat then. I can just sand flight my way across everything. Is it infinite? I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. All right, well, let's test this thing versus a boss now. First, we're gonna see if we take a hit. Is he considered a light attack or is he considered a heavy hitter? Okay, he's a heavy hitter. He's a heavy hitter! That's ridiculous. Okay, first, let's see the combo. We hit him with the desert sword. Then, we wrap him up into a little ball, and then we stun on him. We stun on him. Yeah, still tipping on fofos. All right, desert sword again. Okay, fighting a boss is gonna take a long time just because of how long these cooldowns are. I'm wondering what Sand Tornado does. I'm very excited to see that. Let's finish off this boss and see what happens. Boom, boss destroyed, new quest available. Oh, I can actually head to the next island now? No way. All right, well, let's put all our points into Blox fruit again. I'd say the fruit did pretty well. It did all right. Although, oh, nope, we're not at next island. We're still at this island. But the final test for this fruit is to see how it does in PvP. Even though the fruit is not up to par yet, we do have to get it either maxed out or level 100, whichever happens first. Seems like there's no ability past level 80, so I think we get this fruit to level 80, we take it to PvP combat, and then we give it a rating. Boom! Okay, we're finally level 80. That took so long, you have no idea. Here we go. Now we're gonna test out Sand Tornado, which... oh, how does this work? Whoa, okay. Oh, it was a very short duration, but it did look like it basically did about 400 damage. Well, so far, the fruit is pretty decent-ish at farming. The real test is going to be seeing how this fruit does in PvP combat. Let's check that out by heading to a public server for the first time ever on this channel. I'm hoping this is not a nightmare. Here we go. I'm now on a public server where my bounty is just publicly shown. I'm 170k, so we're not even close to being a big fish in this lobby. It's time to go see what... oh, snap! You didn't see that. Judging by the size of the... there's somebody. There's somebody. That guy is dressed up like Kaido. I wonder if this is going to be a good idea. Got him. Okay, okay, okay. Combat started. Got him! No reward. Level difference is too high. Oh, I killed a noob. I feel terrible then. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Can you give a fruit? Nah, you know what? Now I'm not sorry at all. Asking for freebies like that. Oh, snap! Is combat legit now? All right, let's do this. He's got the magma fruit from the looks of it. Ooh, asked me for a free fruit and then tried to attack me crazy. All right, so we've seen this thing in combat. So I'd say that this fruit, PvP and combat-wise, pretty strong. We have our tier list here, and I'm gonna put the sand fruit at a B+ to begin with. A little bit hard to grind with, but pretty decent in PvP combat. So it goes right in the middle. But now it's time to spin again, remove the sand fruit from our list, and see what fruit will be given next. Next up on our list, Oh, the darkness fruit. Interesting. Oh, this brother's ugly. So, as you know, the darkness fruit is consumed by Blackbeard in One Piece, and yikes. Let's get this fruit equipped and start power leveling with it. Darkness, dark. There it is. Unlockable awakening, immune to weak attacks. Great. I think all Logia fruits are immune to weak attacks, actually. I think I have the space for this without needing to buy another fruit slot, but just to be safe, I'm going to get one anyway because I don't want to lose any of my fruits that I bought. +1 fruit storage purchased, and now fruit shop opened. Dark fruit unlocked permanently. Right here. Boom. Here we go. The darkness fruit has been equipped. So let's go fight some bosses. Let's start off by fighting the warden. Should be a very easily accomplished task. Oh, wait, not with the fruit is level 1. Oh, dang it! Oh, snap. Okay. That's a sick ability, but it allowed him to get in close, which is a little scary when my defense is as low as it is. It does some good damage. It looks like it's a spammable gunshot kind of type of deal. I do love how short the cooldown is. Oh, this fight is going to take a minute, y'all. Hold on. Oh, snap. A player's pulling up. Is this about to be PvP? Please don't be PvP. Oh, wait. Oh, that's Prince. Oh, that's Prince is a fan of the channel. And, oh, I challenge you in Heroes Battlegrounds. I can't right now. Sorry, buddy. That's a no. We're farming for a vid. Oh, snap. Okay. I got to take this thing out. I might have to turn off my joins for the rest of this video. I forgot that people can join me publicly from streams. I need him to not take this kill. If he takes this kill, I'm low-key gonna rage. I'm low-key prepping to rage. I'm gonna rage. I feel it in my system. My real face is starting to look like this guy's face, except instead of a smile, we flip it upside down and now it's a frown. Sorry, that was my fault. Yeah, buddy. Yes, it was. Let's test this thing against some regular enemies and see what we can do about AoE farming, okay? So we've got a group going right here. It's decent. It doesn't knock people back, which is great because that makes it so abilities are much easier to land. Okay, and now we've unlocked a new ability. Black Spiral. That is literally a black hole. Oh my gosh, that was fire. That was so sick. Oh, that's not even the actual black hole. There's an ability called black hole. They're both getting sucked in. Yo, this might be the farming fruit for real. Okay, we finally unlocked black hole, which we're going to be able to test right here in battle. And if this ability is crazy OP, I may change my mind on this fruit. Right now, I'm starting to think that it's worth a little bit less than the sand fruit, just because the sand fruit actually has a travel mode, which this fruit does not. So let's see. Black hole full charge. All right, that was sick. As we saw, though, I got absolutely rinsed in PvP, so rating this fruit is going to be pretty easy. Although it is going to require a change of rating on the sand fruit. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so here we have the dark fruit, and here we have the sand fruit. Since the sand fruit has travel and the dark fruit does not, I have to put the sand fruit a little bit above the darkness fruit, but I don't feel like the darkness fruit is a C rating fruit. So no matter what, I've got to keep this fruit at B+, which means now is the perfect time to rate our next fruit. Let's see what we get. It'd be so crazy if we got the light fruit right after the darkness fruit, just back to back. No way. That's YouTube luck right there. Now, technically, I'm an admiral. Admiral Borsellino at your service. Dude, I look like Bruno Mars. Editor, show a photo of Bruno Mars right here. All right, let's go ahead and buy that fruit. Let's get ourselves a purchase of the light fruit. But as per the usual, because I'm a scaredy cat, I'm going to buy another fruit storage. I actually don't know what my fruit storage limit is, and I don't think it says it anywhere unless I'm dumb. Am I dumb? Light fruit engaged. Whoa, I have the sphere of light just like Borsellino. Light lasers. Let's see what happens. Light ray. Okay, it's just an absolute gunshot. Wait! The M1 does that much damage? No. That is a glitch that's going to be patched. Because with any other fruit that allows M1, you can't deal that kind of damage. I might give this double S. This might be my new main. I literally had no idea. Everybody in the comments has been like, boo to this, boo to that. This light fruit is ridiculous, yo. I'm acing things. Look, barrage of light. What is that? I turn into an AC-130, and then I get a rocket blast, and then I can deal infinite left-click damage. I can float around. This might be the perfect fruit if you're playing Marine full-time and you want to go hunting people down. So long as you don't run into a darknet, you're pretty okay. This is definitely going to be my new main for farming. Look at this. Look at how fast this boss is dying. I don't even need an ability. There's no way this fruit is this OP. Like, this is going to be an instant SS+. It's going to be such a shock, this video. Bro, we better hide this video. We got to gatekeep, because if the owner of Blox fruit sees this, I think he's gonna batch it. Is this considered balanced? Or are there fruits that are genuinely more overpowered than this? Okay, now the fruit's level 80. What is reflection kick gonna do? Could you imagine if that was like a deflect, like somebody who tries to deal damage to me, it sends it back to them? Let's fight the Chief Warden real quick, because he can almost one-shot me. Reflection kick? Oh, it bounces the kick around. Like, imagine this in PvP in a big group battle. This fruit is a little overpowered. Let's kill one more Warden just because it's here and I don't feel like waiting for it to respawn on the private server. And then we'll take this to PvP. Since this guy's technically a Marine, we should be claiming bounties, right? So let's go in as a Marine, Mr. Borsellino. Here we go. Let's test how the light flight works going across the ocean. Is it infinite? No way. It is infinite. Well, let's go find some pirates then. And it seems like with the bounties that people have, they're definitely ahead of me, so they're not going to be at the same areas that I'm in. Oh, wait, there's someone. Okay. Oh. He's also light. No way. Are we gonna have a light v light 1v1? Oh, here we go. Ah, they're in PvP versus each other. Come on. Come on, let's start party. Whoa! I got one tapped. Yuji Itadori Gojo, he has a 1.8 million bounty. Oh, died recently, PvP disabled. But even that guy's using the light fruit. Like, clearly light is overpowered. He one-tapped me with a reflection kick by mistake. Yeah, this fruit's ridiculous. I'm definitely giving this an S tier. We'll take light off the list and see what we're going to. Oh, another fruit I've never used before, the smoke fruit. Let's go see how that does. Okay, I had to revert back to my old face and hair because you can't really look up smoker on Roblox. Gotta remember, this is a game for the younger folks. So let's click on menu. Let's get to our shop and do our use. First, we're going to buy some fruit storage because I'm not losing any of these bloxfruits. They're all overpowered and awesome. Pow. Then we're going to buy the smoke fruit right here. It's very cheap and all it says is immune to weak attacks and is useful for grinding as a new player. Okay, cool. So this fruit is meant for grinding. Let's see what they mean by that. Equipped. Does it have any mode of travel? It does not. From the looks of it, there's smoke liberation, smoke bomber, smoke blast. I feel like I can get this fruit to max level almost instantly. Oh, dang it. I forgot we came to the jungle island. Oh, getting back to the prison is going to take so long. Can I go across the ocean to get there? Nope. Mi guandai. Mi bomboclat. Oh, wait. I might make it. Hold on. Hold on. Your boy might make it. I got skill. I'm definitely not going to make it. Smoker drowned at sea. Oh, Marine's boat dealer? Gentlemen, I need a crazy boat. Sure. Give me a brigade. Forget about it. Where am I supposed to be at? I didn't even go the right way. Are you kidding? I'm just going to have to die at sea. Is what it is. Is what it is. Take me home. What? Marine starter? I'm so far from where I'm supposed to be, bro. Please, let me buy my luxury boat again, bro. Please. Thank you, bro. Wait, where is it telling me to go? Why do I go here? Do I have a quest to be here? Oh, snap. Never mind. That guy's level 250. This is where I'm supposed to be at now. Colossal quest giver. Toga warriors? Defeat 7 of them? Easy. All right, Toga warriors. Let's see what happens when you get hit by my smoke slam. Okay, decent damage, decent AoE. Seems like it'll be great for farming. Low cooldown. It's everything you want out of a Logia fruit to start with. Still, the fact that there's no travel means that I have to dock points, and I can't imagine this being like crazy in PvP either. But let's see what happens. Maybe I could be proven wrong when we instantly max out this fruit. You guys ready to see this? After we kill these 3 dudes. Next hit does it. And the fruit is already level 32. And it's level 41. And it's level 46. One more guy would have maxed this fruit out. So let's test out Smoke Blast and Smoke Bomber. So first we'll do Smoke Bomber. Oh, it does have travel. Okay, sick. Never mind. And the travel does damage. It's the first fruit to have travel that does damage as well. So that's cool. All right, what about Smoke Blast? This is just permanent hundreds of damage. Let's see Smoke Liberation, the final ability. Not bad at all. Altogether, like this is a pretty solid fruit. So I can guarantee you right now, PvP wise, we're getting shredded. So I'm not giving it a high rating combat wise. I'm also not going to take it into combat and just get wiped in 5 seconds. But not only am I surprised, I'm actually a little bit impressed with the smoke fruit. For 250 Robux, you get infinite flight and travel that also does damage. I almost want to rate this higher than the sand fruit, but I can't justify it. So I gotta put it on par with the darkness fruit. To me, it's weaker than the sand fruit because the sand fruit is definitely better for PvP. It has some abilities that lock you off and stuff like that. But for grinding, it's better than the sand fruit and it maxes out quicker. But you know what? For the price, since this is so much cheaper than the sand fruit, I'm gonna put it on par. I'm putting it on par with the sand fruit. The smoke fruit's an A. Let's take that off our list and see what we get next. I'm running out of Robux here, so this is gonna be a scary video. Lightning! Yay! Okay. Fortunately for us, the lightning fruit used to be my main. I already have an entire outfit dedicated to it, and if we go to the shop, I already have the fruit unlocked. So this fruit has an M1 built in, which is pretty fire. That automatically is gonna make it at least B tier. But on top of that, it has travel built in as well. Now, the problem with this travel is the travel does do damage, but it's extremely limited by your charge, and it's also limited in terms of what it does. It's not one of those things that you can hold and go infinitely, but compared to the light fruit, actually kind of buns. Maybe some of the later abilities are better for it, but the fact that you have to level this fruit up all the way to 250 to unlock its full potential kind of sucks. Okay, so let's think about this, right? With the smoke fruit, for 250 Robux, you're getting flight, you're getting reliable damage, AoE farming. It's great. It's the poor man's perfect fruit. With the sand fruit, you spend slightly more. It's a harder grind for sure, but it is a easier time in PvP and combat, and it's only like 3x the price. I say only as if that's not a big deal. Now, the lightning fruit is more expensive than both of them. Now, you don't get permanent reliable travel, for one. For two, you are doing AoE damage, sorta, but you get an M1, which the other two don't get. So theoretically, that's better, but for 2,100 Robux, why would I spend that when I could spend half the price to get all of that from all three fruits combined and better? The light fruit is just way better value overall. For first C users, the lightning fruit isn't even worth it to buy at all, unless you just enjoy being Enel. So I actually have to make it a B+. The lightning fruit is worse than the smoke fruit for early game players. All right, now let's spin this thing to win again. What fruit are we getting next? The ice fruit. Another fruit that I fortunately already have. Oh, I actually don't have the ice fruit. What? I thought I had this. I don't own the ice fruit. I thought I owned it because I have the blizzard fruit. And just because Robux is getting tight, we're definitely going to keep on the same fit we already have. So now we're just going to imagine Enel has the ice fruit powers. Whoa! All right, let's buy this ice fruit real quick. Oh my gosh. This also has crazy damage. Wait, is this a cheaper, better light fruit? No way. What is ice spears? That's a lot of damage. Ice surge. That reminds me of Todoroki's ability from Heroes Battlegrounds and from My Hero Academia. Okay, this is a great grinding fruit so far. Bro, wait, this might be a sick PvP fruit. Hold on. Okay, so back up. Iceberg. He's frozen. Hit him with that. Chase, and then ice spears. Bro, that's a combo. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Watch. I'm sorry, I do that every time, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, we've hit level 100 on the ice fruit. Now it's time to see what Glacial Epoch does. What in the world just happened? I think that was an AoE damage attack. No, I have to see that actually hit something to know how much damage that's going to do. I have an opinion on this fruit already, but I want to test this Glacial Epoch ability first before I say it. No way. AoE stunning with the ice and then lining you up perfect for an iceberg hit. Oh, okay. That does affect my opinion a little bit. So let's actually discuss this together. All right, the ice fruit was 750 Robux. It maxed out at level 100 and only has 4 abilities, but it comes with an M1, you're immune to weak attack, and an unlockable awakening, which doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what that means or what that is yet. Now, just a little bit past it, a little bit higher price, we get the light fruit, immune to attacks, also has an unlockable awakening and can also M1, but you get a bonus ability, and that bonus ability allows you to fly pretty early on as well. This fruit only has to hit level 10, so no matter where you are on the map, you will be able to fly early on. Can the ice fruit be rated on par with the light fruit? Absolutely not. They're not going to be the same level at all because there's flight, but they both deal very similar damage with the M1. Now, let's talk about practicality and PvP. How realistic is it, do you think, for you to actually land this skill shot, the iceberg? Because if you land it, you freeze somebody, which is spectacular. But the problem is, that's a huge if, and especially, let's say you're fighting somebody who's using the light fruit, they're going to be moving and bouncing all around the place. The only time you're going to get the opportunity to really hit them is when they're using that reflection kick, assuming you can see it coming, and you hit them with this. Then sure, we can iceberg them, trap them in a stun lock, and hit them a few times, but the second they're out, they're dodging and avoiding you again, like as they already were. So realistically, is this fruit even close to the light fruit? No, but I would say it's definitely the poor man's light fruit, because saving 400 Robux, for some people, 400 Robux is make or break what they can do in an entire month. I remember growing up, my parents were not able to buy stuff for me or do stuff all the time, like whenever I wanted, so if I wanted to buy video game stuff, I could maybe ask for 20 bucks once a month, maybe. And I would usually have to wait 3 months between asking my parents for anything. So we're going to take this ice fruit and we're going to put it at S+. It's definitely better than everything down here for sure. And again, it's my opinion. Our opinions are going to be different. Now, let's rate our last fruit. I do not have enough money to go buying a new fruit right now, so we're actually going to rate a fruit that we already have, and that is Mr. Yeti himself. Well, we'll rate our last 2 fruits, actually. We have Yeti and the Blizzard. So the Yeti allows us to M1 transform, when we're M1. But the problem that I have with the Yeti is you still take damage from weak attacks. Watch this. I'll walk up. I think I'm about to get shreked by one of these gladiator dudes. Oh my gosh. That is crazy damage. Now, granted, the Yeti has a great moveset. That's spectacular. That's a lot of damage. That's an instant lock-on damage guaranteed ability. So PvP-wise, this is kind of crazy. This is kind of crazy. Every ability does knockback as well, so it's guaranteed that nobody's getting up close. And the damage is consistent across the board. All the abilities deal the same damage, and they're reliable. But in terms of farming and grinding, taking basic attacks on the M1 is annoying, and not having the M1 is also very annoying. Plus, to even get the transformation to unlock the M1, it's level 300. The grind on this is going to take a super long time, but that PvP value cannot be understated. I would say in group combat, like Pirate Crew versus Pirate Crew, you definitely want one Yeti user on your team just to shake up the battle and be causing like a nightmare for the other people around. So hard, I'd put it here in this A+ tier, because like if I was building a Pirate Crew, I would definitely want like an SS+, like the leader needs to be a light fruit user in the crew, but then you want these guys in the A+ tier to be the rest of your crew. Your leader needs to be either the ice fruit or your light fruit user, and everybody else is these A+ tier ones. So we're gonna put the Yeti fruit right there in A+. Speaking of Yeti fruit, where is it? I don't think the Yeti fruit is represented on this list. It probably came out after this list was created. So we're gonna represent the Yeti fruit with this. If you see this, just know it means Yeti fruit. Now let's go over our final fruit that we have here. This is my other secret fruit that I own, the Blizzard fruit. Grants control over powerful ice storms, which can be used to blind your enemies. Now that sounds absolutely overpowered in PvP. Blinding people is crazy. Problem is, I have not gotten this fruit level 100 yet to even know what whiteout does, so we're gonna have to kill a couple of guys real quick. There's instant immediate value with the fact you take no damage. Shurikens are reliable damage, but this Tornado Flight is huge. Tornado Flight is consistent AoE damage to everything around. It makes grinding pretty easy, and you unlock this very early on. Level 40 on this fruit is not hard to get to. The real question though is, can the tornado travel across the ocean? After we kill this gladiator, let's find out. Yep, he's gone. Oh yeah, you can travel across the ocean on this. So this is automatically a sick fruit. You get flight decently early on. I mean, I'd say level 10 flight on that sand fruit is way better than level 40 flight here. At the same time though, this fruit does deal damage a little bit more reliably, and the AoE damage is way better. Oh, this is tough. Where do I put this fruit in comparison to the sand fruit though? I think this fruit's better. I think the Blizzard fruit is definitely better than the sand fruit. Is it team leader worthy? Me think not, you know? I don't think it's pirate captain, but it's definitely like a second in command. Like if you need a lieutenant for your team and they have this fruit, they're pretty reliable on that backup damage. Let's just get it to level 90 and see if that last ability, whiteout, changes our mind, because there's no way we're unlocking Howling Wind or Blizzard Domain this video unless I film for another 3 hours. Boom. Okay, now to use it. What does whiteout do? Oh, whiteout causes a tornado that just starts moving forward. That's big AoE. Okay, I've had some time to think, guys, and I think I have my final opinions ready. Let me show you what they are. So, this is it right here. I think the worst fruit out of this entire list is the Yeti fruit, to be honest. Think about it. It's 5,000 Robux almost. That's what, $50 for that fruit? Sure, it's got a gimmicky Yeti transformation at level 300. So if you're in the first sea at all, you're hard pressed to level this thing up to maximum. It's gonna take you at least a day or 2 of grinding to max out that fruit. And when you do max it out, what do you get? A sick transformation to turn into a Yeti, sure. But outside of that, it's farming great, but there's no travel bonus to this, which means you're still having to buy boats. It's great in PvP, it's great for grinding, but lack of travel immediately knocks this fruit down a peg in pricing. Now we're getting into useful fruits that I would actually recommend buying. The light fruit is busted. Crazy flight, right? That allows you to go anywhere with a fun gimmick where you can bounce across things. Is it a little annoying sometimes? Yes. But by the time you fly the wrong direction slightly, you can course correct by falling out of the sky, dashing, and then using the flight ability the right direction you want to go to. Outside of that, a crazy M1, insane abilities that deal a ton of damage, AC 130, gimmicky, and relevant in PvP. You're hard to hit, and you deal a lot of damage, and you have guaranteed speed hitting abilities. As far as I'm concerned, the light fruit is the best fruit in my arsenal. Now, keep in mind, we didn't test the mammoth fruit, the magma fruit, the dragon fruit, or the Buddha fruit because I just don't have motion like that. I don't have that kind of money. Same for the leopard fruit. So if you want to see a part 2 to this video and watch me rate those fruits, comment down below. And if this video gets 50,000 views, I will fork over the $300 needed to test those fruits out. Otherwise, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And thanks for your recommendations. See ya!